This is Only Rails, my dwarf-only region-locked Ultimate Iron Man account. I want to set myself a brand new challenge by region locking based on culture rather than geography. My area is linked by a unique transportation system. I'll be limiting myself to the Dwarven lands and only able to travel by minecart or train. At the start, I'll be limited to Keldagrim and Ice Mountain, but as I unlock quest requirements, I'll add new rail access to achieve even greater goals. Starting off, my goals are to complete all dwarf quests and items, achieve 99 mining and 99 smithing. But maybe I'll also get some YouTuber luck, and raids 4 will be in White Wolf Mountain. I have to complete these goals without banking, only traveling by rail, meaning absolutely no teleports, and, of course, without leaving the land of the dwarves. This is my adventure to become king under the mountain. Okay, but first, I'm gonna need to get the levels that it takes to finish all these quests. These are the levels I need for unlocking Dorgesh Khan and their railway system to get back to Keldagrim through another slice of ham, and all its prerequisite quests. Unlocking Dorgesh Khan is really big for my account because, most notably, there is no furnace and no range in Keldagrim or any of the other dwarf locations, and Dorgesh Khan will be my first access to those two skilling spots. Now let's get started with some quest exceptions. There's Rune Mysteries completed, and there's Romeo and Juliet completed. Okay, so this one isn't exactly standard, but I do need 16 quest points to unlock Below Ice Mountain. And Romeo and Juliet gives 5 quest points as a reward without requiring any skills, without giving any experience, or really any items at all. So it seemed like a great inoffensive way to get that quest point requirement. Turns out you need 3 red berries to make red dye. Little unfortunate, but I'm sure that's the last time I'll have any trouble with red berries. Probably the most difficult fight I've had with a cow calf in this game. Ever. Fun fact about this bear, it's the only creature that drops meat required for a druidic ritual that I can kill in my locked zone. The cow, the chicken, and even the rat are all outside. I'm trying to kill this bear without getting any levels, but it's not going quite as well as I'd hoped. Maybe I'll switch to some magic? This is usually my least favorite random, but it's actually kind of useful here. It should hopefully slow down or speed up my killing time quite a bit, having some food available to me. Also, I'm really getting tired of flinching this bear. And finally, Druidic Ritual is completed. I lost my clip of killing the bear, but basically I had to go get more arrows, come back, and yeah, whatever, it's over now at least. And Goblin Diplomacy is completed. This one I could have theoretically done within my region, not part of the exceptions. However, I did need to get the dye from Angie regardless, so I figured I'll just knock it out here. Gives me some quest points, and yeah, let's get back to completing these other quests. I'm not really a fan of this random event, but I feel like on this account I have to talk to him, so guess I'll be doing that. Oh, and I think I need the beer for Below Ice Mountain, so that's handy, I guess. And so the mining grind begins. Right now I'm just focusing on completing Doric's quest and building up a little bit of a cash stack. Oh, there's my first mining level. Congrats to me. Oh. There was 5 mining. Whoops. I'm gonna go make sure this copper ore sells before I mine any more. If it doesn't, I might want to look into mining clay. Maybe that'll be faster. Also, gonna pick up this bronze chain body while I'm at it. Nope, that's not it. I swear there's a general store here. Ah, there it is, I think. Ah, yep, it's worth nothing. Alright, well, I gotta get rid of it anyway, so I'll just sell all of it. These 2 rocks are gonna be my home until 15 mining. And here comes level 10 mining. Ah, nice, look at that. I don't know why everyone says Ultimate Iron Man is a challenge. This is a breeze. There's level 15 mining coming in. Now I can mine iron. And I set up my inventory perfect for these 2 iron ores. And then I'll be done with Doric's quest. Here's 1. And... 2. And that's Doric's quest completed. Let me see what mining level this gets me to. Oh, nice, 18 mining. That actually unlocks my requirement for my quest unlocks, so that's pretty cool. I feel like I need to explain why I'm suddenly killing imps with a bronze pickaxe. It all started with a steak sandwich. In order to complete Below Ice Mountain, I need to get cooked meat, bread, and a knife for my steak sandwich. I also need a beer for the quest as well. And my original plan was to get the meat from the bear, cook it, get the bread from the bakery stall in Keldagrim, get the knife from the general store in Keldagrim, and get the beer from one of the bars in Keldagrim, right? Nice and easy. Then I realized there's a couple problems here. First of all, well, I already have the beer from the dwarf, the drunken dwarf random. And Keldagrim General Store doesn't actually sell knives. I must have gotten it mixed up or something. I could have sworn it did, but yeah, it doesn't. So I have to make an exception for the knife because in my region, the only knife I can find is actually locked behind Below Ice Mountain, ironically. And I really don't want to kill the bear again. So that gives me the choice of, do I make any exceptions here? Do I go to Keldagrim? Or do I spend like 20 hours killing imps for a couple of 1 out of 128 drops in the drop table? So as you can imagine, it was a pretty easy decision to make. I feel like this imp led me into a trap. Are these aggressive? I guess I'll find out soon enough. Oh yeah, they're aggressive. I hit the jackpot in this world. There's 3 imps here? That's crazy. Ah, I'm being taunted with the bread dough. There's nowhere for me to cook it without a range. I knew the range was going to be a problem, not having one, but I didn't think it would happen this early. And there's level 2 prayer, my first prayer level, all from killing imps with a bronze pickaxe. These imps have dropped me burnt bread and burnt meat. Still no cooked bread, still no cooked meat though. Yep. Okay, I've just got to test this out. Can bread dough be cooked on a fire? I already know the answer. Yep. Oh well, worth a shot. I finally got the bread. This also gives me a tough decision because I can get meat from the bear, but Do I want to fight the bear again? I don't know. I just wanted to show off my inventory after killing imps before I cleared it out. I actually got lucky and ended up getting both the bread and cooked meat from imps, both of which are a 1 out of 128 drop, and I think I got them both with only 76 imps. The loot you see now is from about 80 imps, I believe. I actually got 2 raw chickens. I burnt one and I cooked the other. I also made sure to keep all the burnt meat and bread, so you could see how many times I was tricked by these imps into thinking that I got the drop I needed. I also collected all the beads. There's no way I'm ever going to be able to do imp catcher on this quest, but I thought it was fun just to see how many I'd get. I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but red beads are always the hardest for me to get. And, I mean, this is probably the closest I've ever seen, like, the order of beads here, but I always get the fewest red beads. They're always the last bead I get. Maybe that's just a me problem. So yeah, I'm going to go clear out this inventory, and then I'm going to run over to start below Ice Mountain. Something I forgot to mention was that I got this meat pie from another random event. That's my second Sandwich Lady random event. Unfortunately, I've had no genie randoms yet. I need to start getting those lamps soon, but yeah, I'll take this. It'll help me in the fight in Below Ice Mountain. You also might notice that I've changed my settings to no longer be full screen. I think this will probably help a lot for viewers being able to see my inventory and what's going on in menus. It's very tiny on my screen now, though. It's a little frustrating. I bought a giant monitor to play this game, and now it's like, what, a fourth of my screen? So, I mean, I guess the whole point of creating this YouTube series is so that you can be entertained by my suffering. I hope you're happy. Something I need to say is just how frustrating it is to see cooked meat sitting right there after spending, I think I pulled an all-nighter looking for that cooked meat from an imp. So yeah, no, it's just right there. Just casually. Really hope I brought enough food to this fight. It's actually my first time ever, oh man, that thing hits hard. Oh no. Well, that was a bit embarrassing. I've never actually fought that thing using a pickaxe instead of just straight fighting it, so I think I only had to mine the pillage once, it looks like. If that's the case, I might be able to go back in there and just kill it really fast. I'm just going to restore my brown energy before I go back inside. I think I have enough brown energy now. I'm also going to be using thick skin. Wow. Thick skin. My defense is so low anyway, I don't know if it'll matter. There's really no way for me to restore prayer yet, but I think it's worth it for this fight. If I don't make it this time, I'm going to have to come up with some other method. Possibly getting some of the early armor that I can on this account. So I'm just going to try hitting all 4 of these really fast and see if that does it. Ah, got me again. Okay. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more gear. I'm on my way back to my area and I stumbled on this lucky impling that briefly passed through my region, so good to know that those may be an option in the future. I also got a gold ring from Captain Arnov on the way that I can go ahead and sell. So we get a little more money. I actually realized I've been stockpiling coins this whole time in anticipation of having to buy my house at the end, but this quest actually gives me 2,000 coins, it looks like. So I'm I'm actually pretty good on money. I wonder if buying a better pickaxe will increase my odds of killing this boss before it can kill me. I'm just gonna run around the area a bit, stick within my region, and see if I can find some methods of getting armor and food. Yeah, I just lost a fight to a dwarf. So I've been flinching this bear a bit to get bear meat, which is my only food source, at least only reliable food source at this point. I've also gained a few combat levels, some defense and HP levels, and I'm hoping this will be enough. I'm going to get one more, so I get 10. My cooking level is only level 2, so we'll see how that goes with cooking the meat, but I think 10 should be enough. I'll burn a few, I'm sure, but I really just want to get this fight over with. So yeah, I'm gonna flinch a couple more bears. I don't know if you've ever looked at the examine text of a raccoon, but I think it's one of the most lazy examine texts in the entire game. Alright, that is going to be my final black bear kill. Hopefully. I'm gonna go cook this meat. See how many successfully cooked meat I end up with. I think maybe 6 to 8 should be fine. If I have fewer than that, I might come back to the bear, but I really don't want to, so maybe I'll see if I can pull it off. Honestly, with the levels and the bronze chain, the better pick. I don't know if the pick makes a difference to mining, but if it does, maybe I can pull it off anyway. I feel like there's got to be a better fire than this one. I'll have to do some exploration later, but for now this is fine. 3 coins is not bad, actually. Let me see. Does that go down quickly? It does. How many can I sell before it goes down to 1? Okay, looks like 4 of them. Yeah. I'm just going to sell the rest. Okay, that's not super useful. They go down so fast. If it were a little bit slower, maybe I could make some money on that, but world hopping for an extra 1 to 2 GPs, just I'd rather not. Okay, here we go. Let's cook this meat and see what happens. Of course I burned the first one. Oh boy. Well, I gained a cooking level, but I honestly don't know if that could have gone worse. Only 3 cooked meat. There was a point where I was considering whether or not I should have the monastery as part of my series. But as soon as I came to the part where I had to kill imps, it sealed the deal for me. Monastery is definitely included. I think it makes sense anyway. It would almost be weird to exclude it, because then I have to look at other things like, do I exclude the Black Knight's Fortress? And I really don't think I should. I mean, I don't get to do the quest there, but the Black Knights might have some drops that are useful to me. There's level 9 defense on this random imp and level 15 combat. Oh, and a raw chicken. That's handy. I'll probably burn that too, but it doesn't hurt to have the extra chance to get something, and maybe with level 3 cooking I'll see significant increase, who knows. Maybe I just got super lucky the first time, or maybe I'll get lucky this next one. I think I'm going to kill 1 or 2 more bears. I would like at least 5 pieces of food. I think with the chicken and the 2 meats, that should be enough. I'll hold onto the cabbages that I don't use for killing the bear, and I'll bring those with me, just in case. I think it'll out damage me anyway for the heals, but why not? I can kill these guys too for some better armor pieces. Well, actually not really, the bronze med helm, I guess. But it just doesn't make sense because I'm kind of resetting after this chunk, or once I unlock Keldagrim, my goal is to reset everything and start with just a fresh, you know, nothing, that way nothing is brought in from the outside once I finish my exceptions. So I don't really want to grind for an armor piece that could make very marginal difference and then just drop it after. I say as I flinch bears for like 4 hours straight. I just realized I totally missed it before, but I hit total level 100 when I was killing that random imp earlier. So that's cool, I guess. Just hit 10 defense, and I think I'm going to stop training defense there. I think accurate's probably best for flinching. You can destroy me in the comments though if that's wrong. If there's a fire over here, maybe I can save myself some time in the future. Although, honestly, I can't think of a situation where I'll be doing this again. Yeah, now there's nothing in here. Maybe in the goblin village? Alright, so we got a little fire right here. Let's try this. Of course. Oh, I burned both. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's get the chicken. Is 4 enough? You know what, I'm just gonna do it. I don't want to gain too many levels. Haven't even started yet, technically. This is still my exception phase. I just want to get this over with. Alright, let's do this. Last time, right? Make sure my prayer is on ahead of time. I'm just gonna go straight for mining this thing. I don't actually know how this works. There's some damage to it. Maybe I just have to keep mining it until... Oh no. Damn, that's a good hit of 7. I think if I can get away with 2 more, I should be okay. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Third time's the charm, right? I've been killing the bear quite a bit. Looks like I've got 16 kills here in my inventory. You can kind of see the rate at which I'm cooking meat, and it was worse before this. I'm level 4 cooking now. But I think honestly, these combat skills that I got from fighting the bears are probably going to make a bigger difference to this fight than the food will at this point. I also got a triangle sandwich from the sandwich lady, which is probably the only time that I've ever wanted this random event. So I'm going to drop all this useless burnt meat, and let's try this again. Activate my quick prayers. Okay. Seems like my defense level is making quite a difference here. Need to keep eating though. Gotta eat. I think I just did. Oh, I did it. Finally, it's over. Oh. I don't think anyone struggled so much with this quest before. I'm so glad that's done. Now I can finally get started on my account. Alright, and there it is, Below Ice Mountain complete. I've managed to save 1 meat from that fight. And this 2k, I'll be using it right now. I'm going to run to Falador, purchase a house, and then I'm going to get started on this account. Alright, purchasing my house. This allows me to train construction. However, I won't be able to access it until I get level 10 construction through the Taverley portal. Okay, and now I'm all set to go to Keldagrim. This is the last exception I need before I can start on my account. And until I unlock the Another Slice of Ham quest series, I won't be leaving my area. I got excited, so if you can tell, I'm struggling to remember where this... Okay, here it is. I don't believe that I can use the Blast Furnace teleport, unfortunately. No, I'll have to visit Keldagrim first. Once I visited Keldagrim, this will be how we're getting back in case I die or anything. And here it is. At last. My home. And the start of my series, Keldagrim. Before I enter, I'm just going to drop all the stuff I brought in. While I obtain these items technically within my area, I really wanted to start this account fresh at the beginning. Honestly, of these things I'm dropping, the one that hurts the most is the cooked meat. Just because of how many steps it took, how long it took to kill the bear, how many I burnt in the process. I'm not starting with fresh skills, but that's okay. Let's just pretend that didn't happen.